Delhi Diary. Continuing with the series on amazing shades of Delhi, we today present the next episode on Gurudwaras of Delhi. And to take you all through this devotional come historical tour, we have with us Bawa Mandeep Singh Bhalla in conversation with Nitish Arora.
Delhi Diary. Hello friends and welcome to yet another episode of Delhi Diary. And this time around, we'll take you around the tour of Gurudwaras of Delhi. And we are fortunate to have Mr. Mandeep Singh Bawa with us. He's a graphic designer by profession and is an active social worker. Mandeep ji, welcome to All India Radio.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Nitish.
My memory takes me back to my childhood days. Whenever I used to watch the 15th August proceedings from the ramparts of Lal Killa, the first visuals that used to come and they would focus on the temple and the Gurudwara. And that is not the only Gurudwara of Delhi. Delhi is dotted with lots and lots of Gurudwaras and they are quite significant.
Correct.
Enlighten us more on the Gurudwaras of Delhi.
As you have started with the path of Lal Killa and Gurudwara Seesganj Sahib is there, as you have mentioned that. So Baba Baghel Singh and Baba Jassa Singh Ahluwalia, Baba Jassa Singh Ramgarhia had actually started all the establishment of making the Gurudwaras as if you see now. Of course, these are much more renovated again by the Delhi committee, but the primary establishment was done by Baba Baghel Singh ji. Started with 1783 period.
1783.
Yeah. Started making Gurudwaras and in the period of about 8 years, they established 7 Gurudwaras in Delhi. The primary Gurudwaras which were there is like Mata Sundri ji and Mata Sahib Devas Gurudwara, which is at the Teliwada in Ajmeri Gate. Then Gurudwara Bangla Sahib, which is in the memory of Guru Harkrishan Sahib. Then Gurudwara Seesganj Sahib, Gurudwara Rakabganj Sahib, Majnu Ka Tila Gurudwara Sahib, which is in memory of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and Nanak Pyaw Gurudwara Sahib. All these Gurudwaras were primarily the building structure and the establishment of actually making them as a bigger place and taking all these Sikh shrines into place. So all these basic establishments were done by Baba Baghel Singh Ji.
Delhi has been very lucky. Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji has visited this place so many times. And there are a lot of Gurudwaras. They have a history of lineage to Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji.
Yeah, Guru Nanak Dev Ji actually came to Delhi in 1505. When he came here, he came to the area of Majnu Ka Tila, which is near the Yamuna's river. And
near Kashmiri Gate.
Near the Kashmiri Gate, the backside of the Chandni Chowk area. Mm-hmm. It's almost at the top of the Yamuna river, and Majnu Ka Tila Gurudwara Sahib is situated there, and it's named after actually a man called Abdullah. This guy was, the local peoples called him crazy as they called him Majnu.
Okay.
And he met Guru Nanak Sahib in 1505 there. Mm-hmm. When he came there. So he used to ferry people around Delhi, around the Yamuna river, free of cost.
Okay.
And he stayed without any charges. So that was his service to the mankind. And by his service, Guru Sahib was quite happy with his service and he blessed him. He was very impressed with him. By the name of Majnu, this Gurudwara is known as Majnu Ka Tila.
Good that you brought in this whole episode because this is a very unique name for a Gurudwara Sahib.
That's right.
So to make people understand that why Majnu Ka Tila is called Majnu Ka Tila is a great narrative which in fact I also never knew about this. Thank you so very much for bringing in this.
Thanks a lot.
And Guru Nanak Dev Ji visited here in 1505.
1505.
This is almost on the main road actually.
It is on the main road, yeah.
So it's very difficult.
Any passerby cannot just miss that.
Where do we go next?
As we started from Guru Nanak Sahib, so we're going to go to the Nanak Pyaw Gurudwara Sahib, which is near to the North Delhi campus. It's on the GT road and Rana Pratap Bagh area. While you are going to the North campus, you can just of course pass that area, and before the Azadpur Mandi, you can just go to the Gurudwara Sahib. Mm-hmm. And even a school by the name of Guru Harkrishan Public School, Nanak Pyaw Sahib, is also there. Mm-hmm. So you can even search there.
It has got something to do with the water. Nanak Pyaw.
Nanak Pyaw, that's true. So when we say Pyaw, actually Guru Nanak Sahib, when he came to Delhi after Majnu Ka Tila, he came to this area and he started serving the people who were passing by. He started giving them food. And he also, a well which was already dug there, he took water and started to serve the people. So that tradition is still there and people are still taking water from that well and giving water to the Sangat who actually wishes to come there.
Very calm and serene. There is a Sarovar
there is a Sarovar also, and wherever there is Bani and the verses of Guru which are all be recited there, so that area automatically becomes very calm and soothing. And now it's also expanded where a new Langar Sahib hall is built up there, so that expansion has also gone place. A parking has been built underground. So next we are going to go to Bangla Sahib, which is Of course, one thing I forgot to mention at Majnu Ka Tila Gurudwara Sahib was that Guru Hargobind Sahib also, when he went to Gwalior to meet Humayun, at that point of time also, he stayed at Majnu Ka Tila Gurudwara Sahib, just as a respect to the Guru Sahib and his place. So he also stayed there. Guru Hargobind Sahib is also in the histories of Delhi to be visiting here.
That way he's also associated with the Gurudwara Majnu Ka Tila Sahib.
That's true.
Right. Next,
Is
we're
Bangla
talking
Sahib.
about Gurudwara Bangla Sahib, which is kind of very famous among most of the people who come to Delhi.
Yeah.
They make it a point that they have to visit Gurudwara Bangla Sahib.
That's true. So it's one of the most famous places here, and it's near to Connaught Place. So all the people who want to go to Connaught Place, they try to just come to Bangla Sahib to even have even langar only when they're coming to Connaught Place.
And of course, very near to All India Radio.
That's true. It's open 24 hours, and you can just go there anytime, have langar, pray there, take blessings of the Guru.
So, what is the history behind this Gurudwara Sahib?
See, Bangla Sahib Gurudwara was actually established in the remembrance of Guru Harkrishan Sahib.
Okay.
And Guru Harkrishan Sahib is the 8th Guru in the Sikhism. Actually, when Guru Harkrishan Sahib came on the throne, he was called by Aurangzeb, at that time ruler of Mughal era. He called Guru Sahib, and Guru Sahib denied, like, I don't want to see you because you've been torturing people and actually forcing them to convert to Islam, etc. Then Aurangzeb requested Raja Jai Singh, who was also in Delhi at that time. So he requested him that if you can call him and request him to come to Delhi. So Raja Jai Singh also requested him and all that. So at that point of time, cholera and smallpox was one of the major calamity in Delhi. And all the people in Delhi were actually facing that kind of calamity, like we are actually facing COVID
Corona
these days.
now.
So those times, people also requested Guru Sahib that, okay, please help us, and we are in a grave situation at this point.
Sahib came for the call of the people,
Correct.
of the masses,
Yes.
not of the ruler.
Exactly. See, Guru Sahib has always been in a situation where he is for the people, not for the rulers. So Guru Sahib came on the request of the Sangat. He came to Delhi, he blessed them. So Raja Jai Singh also obliged him by letting him stay at his palace. So which is actually called as the Bangla Sahib. Palace and Bangla.
Okay.
So Bangla is the Bangla of
huge
Raja Jai
mansion.
Singh. Correct. It is a huge mansion.
mansion is a Bangla,
Yeah.
and that Bangla is basically of
Raja
Raja
Jai
Jai
Singh.
Singh. Raja Jai Singh.
That's right.
Because Guru Sahib visited here and stayed here,
Yeah.
it became the Gurudwara.
That's
It is known as Gurudwara Bangla Sahib.
Yeah, even the Rani of Raja Jai Singh also wanted to test the Guru because he was an 8 years old Guru. And of course, everyone was in a shock that, okay, he's a small boy, how can he be a Guru? And Rani wanted to test the powers of the Guru, etc. I would call it that. So what she did was she dressed as a Dasi and she stood in between her Dasi's area.
Okay.
And she said, okay, if he's a Guru, he will
Identify.
me. And Guru Sahib just went there and identified the Rani, and she was shocked to see that, and everyone was shocked, okay, how did he do that? She bowed down and she just respected her and gave her love like a kid, because she was of course elder and Guru Sahib was like a son. So she was without a son, and she just said, okay, be my son, and she gave love like a son as well.
Great.
And later when all this ended, all this calamity was taken care of, Guru Sahib also became very ill while living with the people of cholera and hepatitis, etc. All those people made him his body became quite weak. He also left to the heavenly abode. Body of the Guru Harkrishan Sahib Ji was cremated at Bala Sahib Gurudwara. So that's an ashram.
Yeah.
And Bala Sahib is also in remembrance to Mata Sahib Devaji and Mata Sundarji. Their body was also cremated at the Bala Sahib location only. So that is an ashram. And of course, anybody who's going towards Sarai Kalika, so there is an entrance from that side. The metro station of ashram is already there. So from there also there is a walking distance towards Bala Sahib. Even there is a Guru Harkrishan hospital which is there in Bala Sahib. It's a charitable hospital.
Because Guru Sahib came here for the cause of curing the ailment of people,
That's
and
true.
still we are on the same path.
We are on the same
Following
path,
the
yes.
same path. So from there on,
Next, we'll go to the Gurudwara Mata Sundri Ji. Mata Sundri Ji was the wife of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. After Guru Gobind Singh Ji left for Nanded, Mata Sundri Ji stayed in Delhi. She breathed her last in 1747. This particular area of Mata Sundri Gurudwara Sahib, which is just near Mandi House also, near to the ITO.
coming to Chandni Chowk, from where we started our journey,
Now we come to Moti Bagh Sahib, which is in the South Campus area. That
the Gurudwara Sahib is just next to the metro stop also.
Yeah, that is very near to the metro station. So this Gurudwara Sahib is of course in remembrance of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, and who came to Delhi in 1707. It was actually where he and his army stopped while he came to visit Bahadur Shah, because he helped Bahadur Shah to conquer Delhi after Aurangzeb died. His three sons actually started fighting for the throne of Delhi. So he helped Bahadur Shah in return of punishing the people who actually betrayed him, the Pahadi Rajas and the Hakims who were there, who actually forced him to leave Anandpur Sahib, Chamkaur Sahib, Sirhind. So all that matter which went by losing his sons, etc. So he told Bahadur Shah, okay, I will help you for the throne of Delhi, but you have to punish the people who actually betrayed our family. So Bahadur Shah called him to Delhi and he sent his army to help Bahadur Shah take the throne.
That I think is a less narrated portion of history.
Yeah.
Very few people know about it.
That's true. So when he came to Delhi to meet Bahadur Shah after he was on the throne, he stayed at this place. And this place was actually offered as it was a haveli of one person called Moti.
Okay.
Moti, he was a normal bookseller, so he offered his haveli to Guru Sahib and his army. After his name, this Moti Bagh area is called like that.
Okay.
And Guru Sahib stayed here, and from here only he actually shot an arrow to Lal Killa. From Moti Bagh to Lal Killa, he shot an arrow with a letter that I have arrived Delhi and you should come to meet me.
This arrow and letter was sent to Bahadur Shah Zafar.
Yeah, then arrow actually went on to the throne of Bahadur Shah. So that place is also situated in, there is a good small area in which part is already going on 24 hours. So that area is the Tirgah Sahib.
Tirgah Sahib.
Tirgah.
Okay.
Yeah, so just after you visit Guru Granth Sahib, there is a small alley to go to that area. This is Gurudwara Moti Bagh Sahib.
Gurudwara Moti Bagh Sahib.
That particular place is the remembrance of that Tir shot which he made to the Lal Killa.
From Gurudwara
Moti Bagh Sahib will go to Gurudwara Damdama Sahib. I've tried to go into the flow of the history. When Guru Sahib came to Delhi to meet Bahadur Shah, this is the place, Damdama Sahib is the place where he usually used to meet. And this is the place where
and this Gurudwara is located at which?
It's in the Nizamuddin area, just near to Nizamuddin railway station. It's just kilometers area distance from that
Gurudwara Damdama Sahib is in the Nizamuddin area.
That's true. So it's a very quiet and calm place behind the Muhayu tomb, and Guru Sahib used to meet him there because at that time it was an open garden. And he used to meet him, Bahadur Shah's meeting, and this is the place actually where he gave the list of the people who betrayed the family of Guru Sahib.
Okay.
And who were responsible in martyrdom of Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib.
So was any action taken by Aurangzeb?
No, he didn't. That is why Guru Sahib sent Baba Banda Singh Bahadur to Delhi to take the revenge in that point of time. Damdama Sahib is, of course, Bahadur Shah, because Guru Sahib helped him to conquer Delhi. He gave him quite presents, lots of money to, and this is also where Guru Sahib left Mata Sundari ji and Mata Sahib Kaur ji in Delhi and went to Nanded.
Nanded Sahib.
Bahadur Shah actually made arrangements staying off for Mata Sundari ji and Mata Sahib Kaur ji. That place is in Ajmeri Gate. Of course, Mata Sundari ji is after Guru Sahib in 1708 when Guru Gobind Singh ji left to the heavenly abode. Mata Sundari ji and Mata Sahib Kaur ji took care of the Khalsa. Before that, of course, that Shahidi of Guru Tegh Bahadur ji happened, and Seesgan Sahib is the place that it has happened. So Seesgan Sahib is the next. So Seesgan Sahib is the place where Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib got martyrdom.
Which is in the heart of Delhi, which is at Chandni Chowk.
Exactly. This is the place where Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib got martyred. Why he got martyred is actually there were lots of atrocities which are done by Aurangzeb. At that point of time, he tried to convert all the Hindus who was the majority, but he tried to convert them to Islam. At that point of time, the Kashmiri Brahmins went to Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib and they requested him that you are the only one who can save us because we've been tortured by the king and lots of atrocities we are already facing, and we are not allowed to do our idol worship. We are not allowed to even put the Janeu, and all these issues are we are only the Hindus are being levied taxes for. So he's forcing us to actually convert to Islam and live a life like that. So Guru Sahib, of course, took the request and he came to Delhi. Also told the Brahmins that tell the Badshah that if he's able to convert me, then you will also convert to Islam. So of course he tried to do atrocities to Guru Sahib also. He did lots of challenges. He faced him, and he also told him that okay, if you convert to Islam, we'll give you lots of money, we'll give you lots of power, etc. But Guru Sahib, he said okay, let the humans live their life. Whatever they are actually following, it is their right. In this particular promise, he gave his life. Along with him, Pai Mati Das ji, Pai Sati Das ji and Pai Dayala ji also accompanied him in the Shahidi. So they were actually given Shahidi first before Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib, a day before. So Matidas ji was cut down by a saw. Bhai Satidas ji was burnt in a cotton roll, and Bhai Dayala ji was burnt in water pan. And Guru Tegh Bahadur ji, the next day, just in front of the Lal Killa, beneath a peepal tree, he had given his head. That is the place of martyrdom of Guru Tegh Bahadur, and
that is why the name is Gurudwara Sheeshganj Sahib, wherein
because
the
he
head
gave his
is-
cease, and there is a Taram Hets Saka Jin Kiya, cease diya par sirar na diya, is the verses of Qurbani, which actually signifies this particular cause.
And then next to Parliament,
Yeah, there's another Gurudwara. This is already linked to Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib, because when the cease was cut by Jeevan Singh ji was given a responsibility by Guru Sahib, before giving his cease, he gave the responsibility to Bhai Jeevan Singh ji that you have to take my cease to Anandpur Sahib. So Bhai Jeevan Singh ji took his cease to Anandpur Sahib. Even in Anandpur Sahib, there is a Gurudwara called Sheeshganj Sahib, where Guru Sahib received the cease, and Bhai Jeevan Singh was given a warm welcome by him. He actually
there's a Sheeshganj Sahib Gurudwara
in Anandpur
Sahib also.
Yeah, because there the cease was cremated there. So the cease cremation was done in Anandpur Sahib. That is also a place called Sheeshganj Sahib. And
here the sacrifice took place here in Gurudwara Sheeshganj Sahib at Chandni Chowk, but the actual cease was taken to Gurudwara Anandpur Sahib and is cremated there.
That's true. And the body was actually taken to this Gurudwara Rakabganj Sahib by another Sikh called Lakhi Shah Vanjara ji. Bhai Lakhi Shah Vanjara ji was a rich man at his times, and he had his house in between, which is the place of Gurudwara Rakabganj Sahib. He took in a pile of cotton in his own cart
the body of Guru
Sahib he took, and actually Aurangzeb also gave a ruling that anyone who cremates Guru Sahib's body or take his body, etc., will also be punished. So during the night, by giving money to his soldiers and all that, just bribing them out, he took the body and he cremated it there, and also shouted like, okay, my house is burnt, my house is burnt.
And he actually burnt his whole house to cremate Guru Sahib's body.
Yeah, so that Gurudwara Sahib is called Gurudwara Rakabganj Sahib.
I am sure listeners who are listening to this particular episode of Delhi Diary, Sikh history of Delhi is a great chapter in the history of Delhi and the history of India, of course. I am mesmerized by this huge journey to all these Gurudwara Sahibs. I am sure Mandeep is still left with lots of tales and lots of places to tell us. You can wrap up in just in a few minutes, because I'm sorry we're terribly short of time.
See, these are the Gurudwaras which are actually built towards the history of the Delhi. Bawa Banda Singh Bahadur also came to Delhi after Guru Sahib sent him, and he was also cremated here. So there is a Gurudwara in Mehrauli also,
and
by his name.
His statue is there at Mandi House.
His statue is there at Mandi House. Even the Barapula was earlier, which was named, the Baba Banda Singh Bahadur Setu is also named after him. And Baba Banda Singh Bahadur, along with his 4-year-old son Baba Ajay Singh ji, was martyred at Mehrauli Gurudwara Sahib, which is near to Qutub Minar. So that is also a very remembrance place in the heart of Delhi. Along with that, there are other small Gurudwaras like Chote Sahibzada Gurudwara in Tilak Nagar, then Tikana Sahib Gurudwara in Punjabi Bagh. There is another Singh Sabha Gurudwara in Anda Mughal near Pratap Nagar metro station. Gurudwaras have really played a pivotal point in serving the mankind.
Absolutely. When we think more about ourselves than about society, these are the places, these are the religious places that show everybody that what humanity is made of and what every human should be made of. Thank you so much, Mandeep Singh Babaji, for being our guest today. I feel so sorry that we were not having more time.
Thank you.
Delhi Diary. You just heard episodes of our monthly series on Amazing Shades of Delhi, Delhi Diary. Today we brought you a conversation between Bawa Mandeep Singh Bhalla and Nitish Arora on Gurudwaras of Delhi. The next episode on 5th May will introduce you to the universities of Delhi. We welcome your suggestions and comments regarding our programs on our mail ID englishsw@gmail.com. This broadcast came to you over the 24/7 channel of All India Radio Delhi.